Hey everyone, welcome back and thanks for joining me for episode 3 of my Aston Villa career on FIFA 16, and I just want to quickly say thank you all for supporting the previous 2 videos. It's been incredible. We start things off anyway today with a new signing within the summer transfer window, but it's only a loan though for the season. It's Edimilson Fernandez at the age of 19. Got great potential. I think he can reach something like an overall of 82, 83 round about there. So if it works out for him this season, maybe we'll try and make it a permanent signing come the end of the season. And also he's like ridiculously tall for his age, 6'3", 6'4", so he's going to be a danger in the air for Aston Villa if we can get him into the groove of things in the first team. And not to forget, in the previous episode I spent 10 million, blew pretty much the majority of my budget on Grenier from Lyon, and he would start this game against Crystal Palace. Totally dropping him in at the deep end, as we were certainly in need of our first 3 points of the season. We've only played 2 games, I know, but we only picked up 2 points, and that could have been slightly better. We could have beaten Bournemouth, and we could have beaten United. I mean, they weren't at their best that Friday night when we played them. I did shuffle a few players around for the team selection. I did change the formation to the 4-2-3-1. Grenier starting in central midfield alongside Sanchez, and Marvey came in at left back instead of Kieran Richardson. And the 2 former QPR players, Fur and Charlie Austin, started this game for Aston Villa, looking to kickstart their season at their new club. Now, just like our first 2 games of the season, things look pretty shaky in different phases of the game, and there were moments where I thought, you know, we're going to concede quite a few goals in this game. I mean, this moment here from Shamak, I know it's not the best ball into the box, but it's certainly dangerous, and it put Guzan into action, having to come out and actually punch the ball away, as we were kind of incapable of doing it ourselves at the back. Wickham came close numerous times. That one chance there with the header, yeah, I don't think he was ever going to score from there, but they were getting their shots away. They were creating the chances which we were failing to do in the first half. I mean, it was so one-sided, and we were very lucky not to concede in the first 45. So at halftime, something had to be done. I changed the formation to the Diamond 4-4-2, and I'm not sure if any of you guys have experienced this on FIFA 16, but if you'll get dominated by the opposition on possession and so on, I think a change of formation can certainly add that extra edge to your team. And lo and behold, in the second half, we had opened up the score, and the 2 former QPR men linking up, Charlie Austin to Fur. It was a simple tap-in, as Alex McCarthy was focusing all his attention on Charlie Austin for some reason. I mean, look at Fur, wasn't even picked up. I mean, Dan goes in with a lunging challenge. He was lucky not to maybe give away a penalty. Just about catching Fur, but it was nicely taken. Cool, calm, confident on the ball, Leroy Fur, and that's exactly why I bought him for Aston Villa for this season and going forwards. And Marvey came very close to making it 2-0 with that stinging shot which Alex McCarthy couldn't hold on to, and it's a shame it didn't go in actually. I think it probably would have been better for the highlights if it had, but it would be Leroy Fur on the rebound, scoring with an open goal once again, getting his 2nd goal of the game. I'm all for it. A new player getting 2 goals in 1 game, it's fantastic. And again, I think it was that change of formation which really added that extra boost for the final 45 at Selhurst Park. You could see that Palace, they were all over the place. They were really trying to push on to try and get back into the game, pushing Scott Dan forwards. He even managed to get his shot away, but it was Guzan that managed to save it. And in the end, it'd be Aston Villa picking up their first 3 points of the season with a 2-0 win against Crystal Palace. We're very happy about that. We showed great energy, great quality, and then it was on to our next fixture midweek in the Capital One Cup at home against Barnsley. It was a great opportunity. Of course, I always see it as a great opportunity to change a few things around, shuffle the pack with players. So Clark came in at the back, Bunn in goal instead of Guzan, Laurie as well, Hutton, Kieran Richardson, a bit of an experienced back four. I did stick with the default formation, the 4-5-1. Had a Bonlahor up front on his own, Jack Grealish out on the left, and our loanee Edimilson Fernandez started on the bench with Gusted. I was looking forward to getting Gusted in the team, or at least get him a few minutes on the pitch for Villa. We started off bright, and we probably could have had a goal or two against Barnsley. Grealish probably could have pulled the trigger, probably could have found the back of the net, but he was unselfish. He found Veretout. He went for goal. Probably should have put it into the back of the net, but the keeper stood firm. Brilliant save. But again, it was on the rebounds, scoring quite a few. Well, we haven't scored that many goals this season at the moment, but again, it was another rebounded goal. This time coming from Agbon Lahore with a simple header into the back of the net. So we were 1-0 up against Barnsley, looking to double our leads. And what a finish it would have been if Veretout had buried that one. I mean, he hit that on the outside of his right foot. It did take a deflection. The keeper was forced to make a save, and it did go out for a corner. Jack Grealish went for goal there as well on the finesse. Probably could have done a little bit better with that if I'd have just taken my time. But then again, he was getting closed down by the big burly centre-back there. Garner Gay went for goal on the finesse again. I was going finesse crazy in this game. Would have been a good goal as well. A bit later on in the first 45, Barnsley had their first opportunity to get level. But Bunn, oh man, I was so surprised, so impressed by his performance throughout this game. And you'll probably see a few more saves made by him. In the second half, Eddie Milson, Fernandez really should have buried that. Oh man, just watching that back now, I'm just thinking, why didn't he finish that? I mean, the build-up play was exquisite. The finish would have been even better if he had found the back of the net. Now we're just over 72 minutes gone of the game, with us still in the lead by a goal to nil. Clark, our captain, made a challenge. It was just a little knock on Wabara. Thankfully, it was just outside the penalty area, but it's still a great goal-scoring opportunity, and I wasn't feeling very optimistic about this because of Bunn not being our #1 goalkeeper. But Barnsley decided to go with a routine which they probably practiced on the training pitch over and over, as Winnall struck the ball, but it was right down the throat of Bunn, who saved that with ease. Thankfully, it was still 1-0 to Aston Villa. We were teetering, we were looking very tired, almost dead on our feet at this stage. And then that happens. Yeah, with just 10 minutes to go, Naya Tanga pulls out one hell of a goal with a massive lifeline for Barnsley, looking to take this into extra time. Their fighting spirit was incredible in this game, and we didn't do enough to put this game to bed. And what an incredible goal. I mean, it just looks like he's took a feather touch to it, and Bunn unable to stop it. Absolutely incredible stuff from Naya Tanga. So it went 1-1, and at full time it finished 1-1, which meant that both teams would be going into extra time, with this being in the Capital One Cup. You might have noticed that Gusted had come on. I was looking to him to maybe be that aerial threat that I want him to be. We had a couple of chances as well in that first period of extra time, coming from Sanchez and Fernandez. Sanchez's chance here was incredible. Probably should have found the back of the net, but their keeper was just in top form. He almost seemed unbeatable. Then we gave away another free kick. The advantage was given by the referee, but he decided to call back play, and that would be a second booking and the inevitable red card, putting Villa down to 10 men. I couldn't believe it at this moment. Why the ref couldn't just allow play to go on? Barnsley had the possession of the ball. Why wasn't the advantage still there? Why couldn't he have just let play go on? And so it was a great opportunity for Barnsley to get in the lead, and they did. They converted it. They made it 2-1. And at this point, I think that was it. All optimism was gone for Villa. The stands probably would have been emptying by now if it was in real life. I mean, it was a tall wall that we had, apart from Grealish in there, and that would be the full-time score. 2-1 to Barnsley. An absolute shocker there. Those fans will go home happy, but they showed more about them than we did. Maybe it was the shuffle of the pack, rotation, that cost us this game, that cost us a chance of going through to the next round. But looking on the bright side of things, at least we can now concentrate on our league form try and start climbing up the table a bit more. I mean, we've still got the FA Cup to come later on this season, and my main objective for the whole of this career mode is to get Villa back into Europe, back winning that Champions League trophy. So league form is a must. It's my #1 priority. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all soon for the next one.